originally planned to come on camera and talk to you all about one thing, but I felt like I really need to get this out. And you all know, I come on camera, give it to you straight, no chaser, always being open and honest with you all. And I feel like as of late, I've just been in the rat race. You know, I've just been doing the typical thing, getting into the routine, going to work, going to the gym, and not really stopping and reflecting on my life and not really feeling kind of some passion, some fire under my belly, whatever the saying is. And I don't really know what's causing it, to be honest. As of late, I've been questioning kind of my passions in life, or rather my passion, because to be honest, I don't really know multiple passions. It's not like I grew up doing art and that's something I'm passionate about. No, it's really not that simple for me. I'm learning that dealing with your passion in life, there's probably going to be some stages to it. There's probably going to be some levels to it. There's probably going to be, you know, just some different things that you go through with it, and you may not always feel 100% passionate about it. And I don't know if that makes your passion just an interest, because I've been going back into looking at what exactly makes for a passion. I hate that word sometimes. I hate it because a lot of times I feel like people think that you have to be born knowing what your passion is. There's a lot of people who they know they want to go into medicine. They've known since they were a child that they want to be a doctor and they want to help save lives, and they couldn't imagine not doing that. And I think part of the definition of a passion is that you imagine not doing whatever it is that you're doing, and even if you never were to get paid for it, you still would do whatever that thing is. And for me, part of that is YouTube. And it's not so much as YouTube videos as it is using YouTube as a vehicle to communicate things to you all. Usually things that are stuff that people don't talk about, but people should talk about because everybody's thinking about it. That's kind of the underlying message with all my videos is let's talk about the stuff that you're thinking, but probably may feel a little bit uncomfortable talking about, or you may feel like you're the only one who's thinking it. And just being in this whole mindset of being in the rat race and not really feeling passion, I've almost been teeter-tottering on slipping back into loneliness. When I went out this weekend with a couple of my coworkers and one of my friends, I wasn't able to enjoy it as much as I typically do. I just wasn't able. I'm finding that there's a lot of instances where I'm not able to enjoy just living in the moment, just being in the moment and not thinking about, oh, in the future or like 20 minutes from now, I'm going to be by myself. And that's what loneliness used to do. Loneliness used to talk to me, and it wasn't an actual voice that I heard in my head. It was more so thoughts, if anything. And I would get these thoughts of, you know, you're by yourself, or you're alone, no one gets you, or as I was saying, in this instance, when I'm around other people, it would be even more extreme. It would be, you know what, after you have this conversation with this person, after you hang out with this person, you're going to be alone. Now, it's not as extreme as it was when I was really going through loneliness. There are still times when I can just be in the present and enjoy moments with friends. It's crazy to think about, though, when you go through a mental issue, when you go through anything and you're not going through it, and you have that moment of, a year ago, a few months ago, a few weeks ago, I would be thinking this, I would be feeling this, but I'm not anymore. And that feels amazing. I remember when I first started coming off of loneliness and the thoughts started to subside, and I was in very similar situations. So, you know, just hanging around friends in certain venues, you know, at certain restaurants, in those same spaces, but I wasn't having the same experience because mentally I was present. I wasn't thinking about the future. I was able to enjoy the conversations with people. I was able to have deeper conversations with people. A lot of times I'll remember things that other people, they don't remember about the conversation. I'll pick up things and people are like, you remember that? I'm like, yeah. You know, that's, as a side note, I'm trying to really work on becoming a better listener. I think I'm a good talker. But I'm trying to work on becoming a better listener. It's recent, you know, this is like kind of like my second to third week of feeling this way, of feeling like, okay, where's your passion in life? You know, do you have other passions, or do you just want to do this one thing? And I've almost felt like, is this enough? Is this enough of a passion? I never thought that I'd have that question, but when I think about, okay, and I feel like that question comes from other people. I feel like it comes from other people now that I think about it. I've just been in a kind of a different mindset, and I think it's also because it's fall. Fall for me is different than what it used to be in school. When fall came around, back to school. When fall comes around now, you know what, just in general, all of the seasons are completely different when you're working full time. But fall for me now is just, it's just another season. And I think I use it more of as a period of reflection. It's kind of like a marker. It's just another marker in time. And I think when I see all the back to school and I see people gearing up to go to school, it's a reminder that you're not going back. This is another year that you're not going back. And as I'm getting older and getting further removed from school, I'm just seeing my life completely differently than I used to see it before. And I'm just trying to be open with whatever is being thrown my way, and me trying to kind of understand where my mindset really is right now and where these thoughts are coming from. I'm just trying to be open to it. I'm trying to be open to it and understanding it and embracing it, because I do know that if I am to fight these questions about, is my passion enough? What else is my passion? It's not going to make them go away. It's not going to make them go away. If anything, I think I use questions like this as a way for me to say, you still have some growing to do, and you still have some learning to do, and that's great. That's great. So, yeah. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe for new videos every single Tuesday and Friday. If you haven't already, check out my vlogging channel, Lexi D Vlogs. I'm going to leave a link here in this video, as well as a link below. Finally, check out my blog, lexidarcel.com, and live your life, honey. Deuces.